Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? We're going to talk about this RICO situation going on out here. RICO charges. Young Thornton got a RICO case. Now they're saying it's another RICO case in Houston, Texas. They're putting that RICO out again. See, most of y'all don't really understand how they use it, how they can use it, and what's the purpose of it. See, I was once charged, actually I got found guilty of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering in the state of Florida. Look it up. Campbell versus the state of Florida. Look it up. Kevin Campbell versus the state of Florida. Had a RICO case. The case came out in 1999. It was 22 of us in our indictment. Most of the people in the case, we didn't even know. They had a lot of Colombians out of Miami. They had a few guys from Central Park. They had a bunch of guys from our side of town on the east side over there in Melloville. You see? A lot of people don't understand though. See, we've been charged with RICO. I was the last one to get out the county jail. I was the last one granted the bond. You know? And like they say, they want you up top. They had me somewhere up at the top of the ladder. They had me right underneath the so-called boss of the operation, which was a female at the time, a female Colombian named Martha. They had her up top, you know. She was a sister of a drug kingpin named Chitaline. You know, and when he left, she inherited a lot of his connections. So that's how she came up, you know. But in 99, they had a lot of phone taps. They had somebody that she knew phone was tapped. They were following her. They had one of my partners' phone tapped. They had a phone that I was using tapped. They was investigating us for a while. And it all came about, you had some guys dry snitching. You had some guys snitching that I didn't even know. You had a guy named Creep Dog. Creep Dog initiated the case on the east side when he bought some drugs from the homie car. You know, he bought some drugs from the homie car and had the police in the car with him when he did the transaction. That was to verify that there were drugs being sold in that particular area. Now, at that time, that's only a sales charge or a trafficking charge because he did a hand-to-hand controlled buy with the homie, right? Now check this out. The homie, I never did no business with the homie. I know him from the hood, never did any business with him in my life. But anyway, Creep did some business with him. Had the police in the car, had to record it and all this shit. After that, they sent the nigga Creep at my homie. They wanted him to get my homie Chew. So they pointed Creep attention to Chew. Now, back in the days, I can remember my partner hanging with this dude Creep. I don't know if they had some bitches together. Maybe just, you know, something. I don't know him though. But at the time, my homie just wasn't feeling buddy. He wasn't trying to really talk to old buddy, so he was dodging him. Dude was hitting him up every day trying to get him to do something, trying to make him do a play to my boom boom, but my homie dodging. And we can remember this shit vividly because when we were playing this shit back, every time he would hit my homie, he was at the baseball park with the jits. We got all that jits playing baseball. So we missing them phone calls, but he hitting him up. My homie kept dodging. Now, this was the tricky part. One day, my partner said he was at a paint shop and the nigga hit him up. And he told the nigga, yeah, come up to the paint shop. So the nigga come out there to the paint shop. This is the nigga Creep, come out there to the paint shop. So my partner True said when he see the nigga, the dude asked for my number, say, hey, you got Cal number? And you like, what you want with Cal number for? What you want his number for? Hey, man, I supposed to sell him some dogs. I got some pit bulls I'm trying to sell him. So my partner was like, man, why the hell he would want to buy? I don't want to buy no dogs for nobody. So he kind of thought it was something suspicious, but he couldn't really peep what it was. He just told him, nah, when I see him, I tell him. When I see him, I tell him, all right? So my partner came back and hollered at me. I'm telling you, this is how this shit is evolving. This is how this shit is playing out. And this is what they do. So when my partner see me, he said, hey, man, I seen the nigga Creep. And I'm like, man, who the fuck is that? Man, you know the nigga Creep, man. Man, I don't know no motherfucking Creep. Who the fuck is that? Man, you know man, listen here, man. Don't tell me I know somebody when I don't know him. I don't know who the fuck no Creep is, period. So we got off the subject. Because he was like, damn, well, why the hell the nigga? He's still confused. My homie's still confused. Why this dude would say that he finna sell me some dogs, knowing I got some. But when he asked me about it, I don't even know who this guy is. But we didn't think nothing about it. Months go by. The nigga steady hitting him up. But my partner won't. He just felt as though someone right. Cause out of the blue, this nigga started calling him. Talking about he got the money he owed him and shit like this and this. Trying to get conversation. See, when they doing that RICO shit, they already investigating you. They already got some lines tapped. They already trying to get some intelligence going on. They already got somebody telling, somebody dry snitching already. Before you even go, somebody already dry snitching. That's how they coming up with these charges. Somebody already is in play. It may not be a dude exactly involved in your situation. It can be an outsider who trying to get some time off their case, but they hang with somebody that knows somebody that's in that circle. So they'll use them to get it, to infiltrate. You know, they'll use them. And you got to understand that. So a lot of these cases be bought up by it's already shit going on. They already got a snitch involved. They already got some people willing to come testify with what they saying. Now I'm gonna run it back to how we get knocked off, right? How our case pop up. So after the nigga Creep don't do nothing, they already got the buy from Carl. They already got that. They steady trying to get more information. They listen to them phone call, but we ain't really talking about that. We talking about dumb shit, knocking off bitches, hanging out, shit like that, buying some reefer, shit like that. That's all we talking about. We ain't talking about no work, no type of illegal nothing on the phone, because we just had we already had some knowledge of that shit go on like that. All right, so check this out. One day, we were moving around. And our phones were tapped at the time. Now, one day we move around. We move around the city. And I remember we were somewhere. My partner said, man, hey, man, this dude keep calling me. Let me hit him right back. I told him I'm going to hit him up. He said, nah, man, use the phone in the house. So I used my partner's phone in the house. I used a landline. The landline ain't tapped. I pick up the landline, call my buddy, and tell him I'm gonna meet him at. I go over there and handle some business. That conversation ain't recorded because I use a landline. So I would have took care of some serious business, then got back on the motherfucking line. We riding around again because everything's safe. We are safe. You know what I'm saying? We done made it home. Slide in safe. But when we get back on, they can kind of tell that we had some type of action going on that day, but they done missed the plays. So, later on that day, I tell my partner, hey man, look here. My people hit me. The Gualas, the Oyes, the Colombians. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They hit me up. These ain't the people, these just some do boys for the people that's just gonna come meet up with me and just gonna get a few dollars from me to take back to where they trying to go at, right? So, and all this shit is documented. So that's what I'm talking about. This shit is documented, court files. Look it up. State of Florida versus Kevin Campbell, 1999. Look it up. All right? So, I tell my people, hey man, look here. I got something for you, man. Meet me at Kmart. Now, there's only 2 Kmarts close to my vicinity, but they went to the one that I went to. For some reason, they were set up right there. I already gave them the location where I'm going. But people don't really know where it's at, but they know I had to give them the location where to get there. So, but anyway, I go to the Kmart. When I pull up in the Kmart, I'm looking for my people. I see them standing out, or they standing out. So they hop in the truck with me. I'm not even in my vehicle. I'm in a rental car. So when I pull up, they hopping up with me. And at the time, I got dreads. So it's easy to spot me. If I'm coming through, young black guy in a rental car, got dreads, tattoos and shit, I'm easy to pick out. So I'm riding through there. Only thing I have with me is about $40,000 to $50,000. That's all I have with me. I don't have no drugs, no nothing. I just got about $40,000 to $50,000 that I'm just going to give to somebody. So when I pull up, he hop in the car with me. I hand him a bag. I say, here you go. Straight. They don't even got to count it, because look, that type of business we're on. When you're doing that type of business, we ain't got to count nothing. Here it is. It is what it is. If they ain't, tell me, let me know we're straightening it. That's simple. That's simple. See, I don't know how y'all do business now, but back then, when you're doing business with good people, man, here it is. Take it. That's what it is. All right? So, boom. He hop in the truck with me. We ride around the parking lot. I hit a couple of corners, come back. He said, he parked right now. I pull him by his van. He hop out the truck with me. He hop in his van. Boom, we gone. Nobody seen us exchange hands, because everything was done inside the vehicle. He hop out the car with me. He got a bag in his hand now. He get in his van and go. The whole time the police in the parking lot, they followed us. They done seen me come through. They done pick me out. They done see me pick him up. They done seen us turn around. They done seen me come back and drop him off. And he got a bag in his hand. Now, in their eyes, we got him. See, in their eyes at that point, man, we got him. The guy got a bag in his hand. Hey, follow him. So what they did, they broke off. They had one crew go follow my people. Once they verified he had that cash, oh man, they swore I had that package. Man, they swore I had that package. You see, all this going on, they getting information. They swore I had that motherfucking package. So just like when Gunner them got stopped in the car, him and Thug, and they got stopped and they had some shit in the car, how you know they wasn't already following them? How you know that they was already on them then? See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They was already gathering information. So that one incident where they stopped them on purpose. So check this out now. So when they verified that my guy had that cash, they came and had a car following me. I had done lost them though, because I'm driving fast. I'm in a rental car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no, only thing, I probably got some brief on me. And I got a truck full of dog food in the back. That's what I did have. I had a trunk full of dog food that I had bought, right? So check this out. So I'm riding all through the neighborhood. I'm calling my buddy back. Hey man, where you at, man? Boom, boom, boom. This my partner. Hey man, where you at? Oh, I'm in the hood, man. He got a little chick with him and shit. So we go link back up in the hood. And I see him. We politic. We pull up to a little record shop at the time. There's a little record shop up there at the Plaza on 4th Street. So we pull up there at the Plaza, right? It's me and Chu. We talk. We key and all that. And we walk in the damn music shop. But when we walk out, some other dudes pulled up that we assumed was hot from the other side of town. They had to call the case. Not saying they hot. We just assumed they was hot because there's a lot of hot shit going on in the city at that time. And we really didn't know who to fucking trust. And we weren't trying to be around nobody hot, period. Because we just weren't on that type of time, right? So we leave from the Plaza on 4th Street. When we leave, he tell me he going around the corner. Now he going on the same spot right now where he done did the little control buy it. I won't never be around there. I just follow him around there this day. But not knowing these people looking for me now. So when I pull, we go across the street. I follow him and run a car in his car. I see he got a little chick. We pull over there. When I turn down the street, now the street I'm turning down is a dead end. It's a dead end road. So when I turn down this road, as I'm finna make this left hand turn, I noticed then behind me, because now I'm looking in the rearview mirror, I'm paying attention to what's going on. I realize it's a damn unmarked car. It's like a runner car. And it's a white dude in there. And this bitch, he looked like the police. I know the police when I see him. He looked like the police. He looked anxious, right? So I'm turning on this dead end road. And as I'm turning on down this road, some of my other homies coming back out of the dead end road, and they see, I said, man, I like the police. They said, yeah, that is the police. So they turn out. I'm assuming, I'm assuming that the police just from the rush to block, because that's what they do back then. They from the rush to block. And I just think I'm gonna go down and turn around, do a U-turn, come back out. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. Let me go down in here and turn around and come back out of here and let these people do what they gonna do. Man, when I went down and turned up in the driveway, all the damn cars came towards me. I said, what the fuck? Everybody came towards me. They came and grabbed me. They called me by my name. And then I seen Detective Mormon. He hopped out. He said, Kevin. When I seen him, I said, oh my God, it's gonna be a long day. Because at the time, he was head of the narcotics department down at the Quad Squad. Detective Mormon was the head of the Quad Squad, and anytime you heard his name, you knew it's gonna be a long day. And most likely you got somebody telling on you, because that's why he showed up. Because most people, when he show up, it's because somebody tell it. See, a lot of people don't know that, but it's the truth. When he show up, it's because somebody tell him, man. Point blank period. The man ain't showed up because somebody somebody dropped a dime on you. So when he showed up to the crime scene, I still don't know what's going on. Cause realize, I ain't got no drugs on me. I ain't did nothing. And if I would have made a transaction like I did, they probably would have threw down on me why I had the drugs. That's what I'm assuming. So boom, they come get me. They search in the car. They go straight to the truck. They search all the truck. They don't find nothing in the truck, but they pull me out. And they say, hey, take him to jail. He got a warrant for his arrest for something I had. I had a warrant for something I had going on, misdemeanor, some shit I had going on. I had a warrant for my arrest. So, and I said, yeah, go ahead and take me to jail, man. You know, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just assuming, I'm assuming that a person who I was speaking with earlier, that I was gonna come. I'm assuming that guy there thought. I assumed somebody was trying to put the people. When they came and got me, I assumed that somebody was trying to set me up that day, and I was just trying to go back and play through my head who it could have been. Who could have tried to set me up today. Because it's just strange that I gave this guy some money. It's strange that I did move around, and it's strange that the police are on me today. So I'm trying to figure out, man, who the fuck trying to set me up? All right? Now this is the RICO charge I'm telling you about, and I'm trying to get you to understand this is how Young Thug them case probably transpired. They don't know this, but they already had some shit going on prior to them. You got to have two predicate acts. So one of the predicate acts was when they stopped them in the car. You see, that's one predicate act. When they got stopped in the car, they had the drugs and the guns. That's one predicate act. Then the other predicate act could have been any other crime that they can associate with gang activity. That's how they're going to label this shit when they come hit you with it, right? Now, this video getting long. I'm going to have to come back to it, but I'm going to try and get it all in this one. So when they do get me in the car and take me down now to the precinct, the little holding precinct, little sub precincts, they talking to me in a way to making me start to question what the fuck going on. So one of them telling me, oh yeah, man, you going to the feds, you doing this, you doing this. I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? They really talking like they got something on me, right? So when we pull up to the LaSalle precinct, Detective Mormon once again get in the truck. He said, look at that van right there. I said, what van? When he showed me the van, now I realize that's the same van that my people, the Colombian people was in. And I said, oh shit, the motherfucker been following me. I said, oh shit, how fucking long they been following me. That when I went to Kmart, they got him too. Oh shit, I'm worried now. I'm motherfucking worried now, right? So when they take me to the sub precinct and I see the guy, I try and make it sound like I'm like trying to give him eye contact to ask him wherever you live at, I hope it's nothing there. wherever you live at. So I'm kind of giving him, I'm asking him like doing like this, and he's telling me this. He's doing like this. He's shaking his head. And I'm like, I'm standing throwing signs and shit trying to make sure. Because I'm saying, wherever you live at, I hope it's clean. Because if it's not, boy, look at here. We got a serious issue. A serious issue. But he kept doing like this. Okay. So I said, okay, it's a waiting game now. But when we pull up, Mormon hops out. I hear him on the phone. Talking to some other detectives saying, yeah, it'll take us about 45 minutes to an hour to get there. So I know he's loading up. He's getting ready to go to Orlando because the guy stayed in Orlando. So he's loading up, getting ready to go to Orlando. He's telling me, he introduced me to this guy with the DEA and all this stuff here. And I'm like, man, I don't need to know none of these motherfucking people. I don't know what the hell going on. You know what I'm saying? Look, the only thing I got is a warrant. And I wish you please take me to jail so I can go ahead and bond out and get out of here this warrant. See, that's how I was talking. Man, will you please take me to jail? I don't know why you holding me up here, but I don't know what you talking about, what you got going on. You know? So we sit there for hours. Hours. Anyway, long story short, they go over there, they don't find nothing. They call back to 8, man. They could release the other guy, they had to release the other guy. They said Campbell's taking him to jail for his warrant. Now at the time they don't throw the racketeering case. But what happened, once all that happened, we got rid of all of the phones. That's when we realized that our phones had been tapped and something went right. So we disconnected all our phones. Once we disconnected all our phones, they came up with these charges. Racketeering and this and this and this and this, and they went and picked up 22 individuals. So they was investigating us from Crete. They had the Colombians going on, and then they had the other guys, and they were trying to connect all us together in some type of way. But it wasn't true. None of this shit that they had was true. They were trying to piece a puzzle together, and by locking up 22 individuals and getting bonds over $100,000 worth of bonds, $500,000 bond, $1 million bond, all these highest bonds, they're really trying to get you to plea out. They're trying to get you to plea out. That's what it was, a holding tactic to hold you to plea out. Now, some of the guys in my case, the state realized they didn't really have nothing on them. They gave them a plea. They took the racketeering off. They took all the charges off for these guys to plea out to a misdemeanor. Only thing they plead out to a misdemeanor ain't got nothing to do with racketeering. But when you plea out to the racketeering charge itself, you are admitting that you are part of that operation. See, out of that whole 22 people that got indicted in that case, I believe I'm the only one got found guilty of racketeering alone. Everybody else's case got dropped down to something else, or they got found not guilty. My partner who went to trial with me, Reggie Lewis, he got found not guilty. I got found guilty. And the only reason why is because the amount of money that they had to seize from me a couple of times, and once in the past and that one time right there. So a jury didn't know. They thought I was in something, but how am I being something by myself? That's why when you look up that case, Campbell versus United States of America, I appealed the decision and still I was denied. I was denied without even a reason, because that's how that system works. See, this shit with Gunn and everybody else, they lock up so many of y'all because when they put it up, they lock so many people up, they know some of y'all gonna fall under pressure. Some of y'all know y'all done did, some of y'all don't know what you done did. You're telling yourself and then you get yourself fucked up even more. But if you stand on what you believe on and you know you ain't did nothing, if you know you ain't did nothing, stand on that. You know, stand on it. That's all you can do. You gotta know the law, man. See, with us, when we were getting locked up, it's easy for us to go in them law books, go in the law library, read up on our case, get educated about what the hell we got going on, get that discovery, start reading over your discovery so you understand what the fuck going on. You got to read over your discovery. You can't allow your lawyer to tell you every goddamn thing. I hope these guys reading their goddamn discovery. I hope they guys reading their goddamn paperwork so they can understand their case, the full totality of it, what's going on. Then you have a better way to put a defense up against yourself. But these guys seem like they just copping out. So, you know, that's just my opinion of it, man. I'll break you guys some more information off on this racketeering, man. But I done seen it before. Like I said, look it up. Campbell versus United States. Campbell versus the state of Florida. Racketeering. It's like in 1999. Matter of fact, I'll put the link in the description so you can see I ain't lying. I got plenty of information on racketeering, how that shit work. Plenty. Make it happen or you capping.